What is up, people, and welcome back to Geekin on Tech, your weekly roundup of our favorite tech news. I'm your host, Didge, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Nerd with the Tech, Trayvon. How you doing today?
Doing good. This should be fun. This is always fun.
It is.
Yeah. So
Uh,
yeah.
Obviously, we were out last week. There was travel. How
Yeah.
was your trip?
It was fun. Got to hang out with Joanne and Joelle and their significant others,
Nice.
and went putt golfing. Went out to eat a few times. Yeah, it was fun. Just being in person.
Right.
We're all online all the time, so it's fun to be in person. So yeah, it was good.
Nice. We love to hear it. I didn't do much. I watched a lot of college football. There was football Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was great. So, but we are back, obviously, and the first thing I think we want to talk about is probably the funniest news I saw all week.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Pixel 10 can explode on you.
I want to know. Pixel 10 Fold.
Pixel 10 Fold. I'm sorry. Yes. let me be specific. It is the Pixel 10 Fold. Jerry Rig Everything did their test, and I'm gonna just let this picture speak because this is crazy.
It is. It is.
So I was looking more into it. Obviously, everyone is running with the headline of, "Oh, your Pixel 10 Fold can explode on you in the right conditions," and The Verge, in their article, they were talking to Elizabeth Chamberlain from iFixit, and she was saying that this probably isn't an issue, that it's showing that something is wrong with the Pixel 10 Pro Fold's design. It's realistically just what happens in certain stress fractures with like lithium-ion batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, still not great. Let's be honest.
No, it's not.
Still not great. But she said that the fact that the battery probably just wasn't discharged. Most people recommend that you discharge the battery to below 25% if you're doing stress tests, stuff like this, because when the battery is a little bit more charged under certain ways, it can do this.
Yeah.
So that was still insane. I think the thing that isn't wild. It is, but like the thing that I feel like isn't getting the most just discussion because of the craziness of how this looks is the fact that this was supposed to be dust resistant, and we saw very easily how it wasn't dust resistant.
Yeah, that was the thing I was gonna bring up, because I think that was crazy too, because he was like, the fact that they gave it that certification and then he put dust on it, and I was like, okay, it's not gonna be able to get in the hinge, right?
Yeah.
And then he did it. I was like, wait, it's in there, like
immediately.
It should have just not. The point of dust resistance, I thought it just meant that it wouldn't let any in there. Like, it shouldn't have let that stuff in. I was like, well, that might have caused the problem too. But he's also talked about how the fold from Pixel has failed every time.
Yes. Now, obviously, none of them has been this catastrophic in their failure.
Right.
But it does lead you to wonder, like, this is a, what is it, $1,800 phone.
Yeah.
And one, in the right conditions, you could have it, smoking in your back pocket. And two, this dust thing that they claim, this dust certification that they claim it has, clearly means nothing.
Yeah. This is crazy. It just was crazy the way he did it. Like, because he kept talking about how it looks like it's still weak at those antennas that they put on it, which is apparently the same antenna they put on the last two. And I was like, what? Y'all didn't learn? Like, how do you not? I know y'all see this.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, is it a case of, and granted, obviously, I'm not a foldable person, so I haven't watched his ones on the Samsung Fold. Like, is it a case of
they do not do this?
Too many? Okay,
they don't do this. They don't.
I figured.
No. Mine don't do that.
I don't.
No.
My bad. My bad. You know, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to ruffle any feathers. I was just curious of it because I'm like, is that a? Are they just inherently weaker? Like not necessarily to the scope of where the Pixels is, but is it just a case of it is a phone that has to bend? Like when he was showing the inside bend or the inside scratch test,
Yeah.
all of that made sense to me because
Yeah.
again,
I
it
told
has
you about remember?
yeah.
Yeah. The inside is fragile. The inside is, it's plastic. All
Right.
how it says thin glass is still a fingernail can, if you push hard enough, it
Right.
probably, probably damage it like that. Although I mean I use it all the time, but I'm not posting my fingernail in it or anything like that. I just use it. It's not something you will break just by regularly using it.
Okay.
He is stress testing it
Yeah,
hard.
of course, of course.
And I think the thing with the Pixel though, they kept talking about they changed the hint. It's always this run to making the crease less visible. Like that's the thing they keep talking about. Oh, can you still see the crease? I'm just like,
Right.
it bends. I'll come to the thing where I'm just like, that crease matters nothing because once you're using it, you don't see it. You do not pay attention to it the way they make it seem.
Okay.
So you can feel it if you want to. Yes, it feel you feel that little divot in the middle of the screen, sure. But when you're watching something, it disappears. Um, so I just it's that rush to getting it as flat as you can or
Mhm.
whatever, no gap. Because I remember like a few versions of the Fold ago, like the Samsung one, you could see, it wasn't completely flat closed. They've got that now, but they still aren't saying there's no gear in the hinge or whatever. I forgot what the Fold was saying now. This new one, it's something they did with the hinge that just it's all about that crease in the middle. I'm just
Mhm.
like, y'all gotta start running for that. Like, and then this dust resistance that obviously wasn't true.
That
So
that
yeah,
like I said,
you gonna have somebody going to the beach with that, and
right.
then what?
And
Like,
that sound was annoying. Like I couldn't
yeah,
imagine having to deal with that for the rest of my time with this phone. Especially
yeah,
say if
no,
I bought it and I go to the beach that weekend.
yeah,
Like I'm furious. So like I said, it's very much the funniest thing that I've seen all week.
yeah.
It should be catastrophic for Google,
It
not
should.
necessarily just the exploding or smoking factor, but the very clear lie that you gave,
Yeah,
where it's like, what is the certification then?
yeah. What? Yeah. What is it? Like, what does that mean exactly? Because I thought that just meant, oh, great, now the hinge should be safer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I thought, but no. So I don't know what it means. Like I mean, even our phones and stuff have been water
Hmm.
resistant, 30 meters. They say I still don't play that.
No, no, no,
I
no,
still
no.
don't play those type of games. Like people are like, oh, it's fine, jump in the pool with it. No.
Even
I still don't do that. I don't care what y'all saying, but I'm
no,
still not doing that.
even like when I'm washing dishes, I'll make sure I take off my Apple Watch because I'm like, sure,
Yeah,
it
I hear
says
y'all.
that it's good, but
Yeah,
I don't know if I trust it. Like
yeah,
I don't want to be here. My hand is deep in the sink underneath the water, and I come back and
yeah.
it's just
No.
now the screen is all fizzy.
Now I'm outside if it's raining. Okay, if
Yeah,
it,
yeah. I
I'm like, all
mean,
right, fine. But I'm not dunking it in no damn water. Like
right,
people are like,
right.
oh, let's do it. No, I don't give a damn what they say. I'm still not doing stuff like that.
Right. Like even
Yeah,
with my old one before I traded in, that should have been the time where I'm like, all right, I could test all of this, and I still
yeah,
didn't. Like,
yeah. No, yeah. I may get it. The dust resistance. I'm still like. I admit I do treat this thing a little bit more babyish than I do my iPhone.
okay,
My iPhone fall all the time. This bitch ain't touching the
oh,
ground.
really?
This ain't touching the ground. I will grab if I have both of them. If one of them's falling, I'm
Oh,
grabbing this one. Before the
that's
iPhone will
fair.
be all right.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna hold you. That's I guess I'm that way with my iPad. Like I got
Okay.
a rugged case on the iPad and
Okay.
everything. I think it's just because it's larger that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah.
Like so
Yeah.
I do understand that.
And
Um
if I'm in motion, this thing folded anyway.
yeah,
If I'm up,
I remember you saying
it's
that. I remember
folded.
you saying that you
I
don't
ain't walking around
unfold
with it
it.
open.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Are you just like do you unfold it like when you're outside of the house at all? Do you have to be like at like a restaurant or
Oh,
something?
like I mean, I go out by myself all the time. I go to a restaurant. I'll prop this damn thing up and watch a movie or a show or
Okay, so
whatever.
it does
Yeah.
get unfolded
Oh
outside of
yeah.
the
Oh
house,
yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
you are again stationary at that
Oh
place.
yes. Yes. I'm sitting. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That makes sense then. I mean, you got to protect that inner screen at all
Yeah.
costs, it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Which it goes back to the trifold. How is that gonna
I
work?
don't know. Yeah. Now the video I saw, it looks like the outside screen might be a regular screen. I don't know how they do that.
How? Because then that means a third of your screen. We talked
It's
about the
like it
fold
folds
of it.
inner, like it. So like the inner screen, so this side of fold in, and then this side of fold top here. But then there's another screen on the outside.
So it's 4 screens total.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. There's
I
a
thought
full
it
screen.
folded in like a Z.
Yeah, so there's apparently from what I'm seeing, it's like a this, and then there's a screen out here. So yeah,
Okay, so then it
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. Then it would be protected. Like
But
it
then
still would
also,
work.
what about battery life on something like that?
They gotta have a. I would hope they got triple batteries in there. I hope. Maybe they got 3 like battery each side, each piece.
I
I'm
mean,
hoping that's what that means.
you need a good battery and you need good cool because that's gonna also get hot.
Oh yeah.
And that's gonna actually bring me to what I want to talk about next. I was gonna go to something completely different, but this is perfect. This is a perfect segue to that. I want to talk about the Red Magic 11 Pro and how this is the first liquid cooled phone. So I'm just first before we get into any of the specs and everything, we don't have a ton of them yet because it's not going to be officially unveiled until I think November 3rd, maybe the 4th. But before we get to any of that, how do you feel about a liquid cooled phone? And do you have a liquid cooled computer?
No.
How
I
would
just
you
have
get
a laptop. So
okay, fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it's neat how it looks. In
I
my
love the
mind, it
design.
scares me. I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this in here. Like, I don't know, but it's cool looking. But
So I get you. I've been obviously liquid cooled computers have been around forever.
right.
And I remember back in the day, I was like, I'd never get a liquid cooled computer. Like it just terrifies me.
Yeah.
I kind of want a liquid cooled computer now. Like it's now. I don't know if you've seen the
Is it
liquid
because you're
cooled
gaming more? Is that why?
gaming more, doing stuff in Unreal, stuff that like
Mm-hmm.
especially
Intense.
after that whole fan fiasco with my GPU. I'm like, let's maybe we think of a different way to cool this thing. But a liquid cooled phone is very interesting to me because they're saying that it's going to be active liquid cooled. So it opposed to like the vapor chambers like that the iPhone obviously has, and we've seen from some other Android phones. This is going to essentially have a ceramic micro pump to push liquid throughout the entire phone.
Ooh,
So usually the liquid is
cool.
like
It's a
mineral
great
oil.
idea.
It
But
is. It
if
like I
it's
said, I
implemented right,
guess this is another one that you would have to baby. Like you were saying how you would baby how you're babying your fold.
yeah.
I'd be terrified. Even if this isn't the case, I'm terrified if it falls because
Yeah.
the minute liquid cracks inside, it's over.
Yeah. So I don't know that. I'm curious what it's made of. Like, is it made of titanium? Is it is it
So
something that can withstand?
the pump itself is ceramic.
Okay.
Um, on Red Magic's website, they don't necessarily tell what the phone, like the outside of the phone and stuff, is made out of. Like I said, it's all supposed to be unveiled November 3rd. It is going to have a Snapdragon chip. They don't necessarily say much else outside of that. It has a 7,500 milliamp battery.
Okay.
And so it's interesting. The Verge is saying it's 8,000. Their website is saying 7,500.
Okay.
So I'm curious which one it actually is. It's going to have a 144 hertz display, 120 watt wireless charger, and it is going to be a global launch. So
it's a global launch, huh? Okay. I'm
could,
assuming it's just been unlocked here, or maybe one of the carriers will pick it up.
Maybe this is a phone that I'm definitely interested in. I'm curious about what the price is going to be, and I might have to. This could be a fun thing to try to test.
Okay.
If the price isn't too crazy, I might have to break out the credit card and say we're gonna test this.
Okay. Oh, it's 120 watts wire charging. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And haptic shoulder buttons. I don't know if I care about the haptic shoulder buttons, to be honest, but
because I wouldn't. Yeah, because I wouldn't game directly on it.
Right. And even if I am gaming with it, I'm not using the buttons. Like I'm gonna get a controller.
Right. Yeah, that's what I would do too. But cool. I mean, look, the more competition we need, the better. I think the more competition we got, that's good. 'Cause
I
it'll push these
agree.
companies to do more. Because that's what's definitely pushing Samsung to make changes to the folds.
Right.
So
So this is, you can tell they're definitely for gaming because it's very much a gaming device. I'm assuming this is titanium just from the look of it.
yeah, that's all I was wondering. Yeah, I mean, it looks great. I think that's awesome if it does work well and it becomes popular where it'll push other companies to do more. I
Right.
think that'd be great.
I think that is the biggest thing. Speaking of other companies doing more, let's talk about this confirmation of Samsung's
Uh,
XR event. So the Android XR event is coming up this upcoming Tuesday, I believe.
yeah, the 21st.
Yeah, so it's
Yep.
going to be, actually it's going to be at, it's going to be late. So it looks like it's probably out of Korea, which
Okay.
is why it's going
Oh,
to
it is
be at
10 p.m. Wow.
10
Okay.
p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. So obviously they're just going to be unveiling this.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about the rumors and everything with it. So it's really nice to see that the I guess the product is actually coming. I don't know if we have any other new rumors or anything. It's just the other thing I saw is that they're really hoping to sell 100,000 units of this by the end of the year.
Okay. Just don't make it $3,500. Make it one. God, I know it's gonna be a lot. I know it's gonna be a lot.
So
But I was
previous
like,
reports were it was going to be anywhere between 1,800 and 2,800, which is obviously cheaper than the Apple Vision Pro,
it's still
but it
not
is
good.
still at a premium.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Samsung. Like, listen, when it comes to the phones and stuff, sure, something like this. I don't know. I don't know many people that got the Apple Vision Pro, so I don't know if you want to play that game of
No,
having
that's
something
and
this
that is
expensive.
fair.
Unless you having some. Now, see, the thing is difference between Samsung and Apple. Samsung will let you trade shit in. So let's see, maybe they'll let you trade something in for it to get 1,000 off of it or something
You
like
can
that.
get $100
Well, they
reservation
always
credit.
do that. They
Okay.
normally do that, and they normally give you stuff with it, like maybe I mean maybe you get a watch with it. Maybe the watch should help you do stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to think like something that might you can get with it or come with it, or I'm sure they're doing something. That's one thing I'll say Samsung's good for. Uh, is give you a lot of credits, a lot of deals,
Hmm.
a lot of upgrades, stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm curious on what I'm very curious on this pricing because
Yeah,
1,800 is a lot, but that's still the amount of the fold. So it's like,
it also doesn't leave a lot of leeway for a potential like actual glasses device, right? Like
yeah,
if you're figuring the Meta ones were already, they were what, like 700-800, right?
the display ones.
Yeah, the Meta display,
I
they were
think so.
800,
I
right?
think so. Yeah,
Samsung probably wanted to come in at 12 to 1,500, and at that rate,
yeah,
are you?
800. Yeah,
Yeah,
800.
I'm sure Samsung wanted to price theirs around 1200 to 1,500 range, and now it's, well, for 300 more, if it is 1,800, which I feel like it's not going to be on the low end of this, but let's just say for the game it is 1,800, 300 more. I'm sure this is going to be able to do so much more than the glasses, and then it's just, do I want a form factor that's easier and more portable?
Yeah, because this is not something you walk around with. I would
Yeah.
say. Um, I am curious. I'm curious how it works because I mean I do have a Samsung phone already. I wonder how integrated that is. I'm actually curious. Can I do wireless decks
Mm-hmm.
inside of this thing? That'd be neat.
That would be really neat.
Can it be my wireless screen in general? Maybe I can play my Steam. I don't know. I'm just trying to like I wonder what it can do because I mean like I said I try, we both tried Apple Vision Pro.
Right.
That clarity was something else. So I am curious if the clarity of this is going to be the same. Um, the pass through was crazy in Apple Vision Pro. So I
Yeah,
am curious on how it looks with this. If they can nail that and and bring the price down 1,000 or two, I don't know, Apple.
I mean, yeah, like you said, I don't see how many people are really out here with the Apple Vision Pro,
Yeah,
but it seems like Samsung also isn't really expecting this to be a fly off the shelves device.
right.
Like, I have to imagine, even though they say that they hope to sell 100,000 units, and granted, obviously that's worldwide, that has to be on the high end of their estimates, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah,
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with it. But we talked about Apple, and Apple has very
and
quietly. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying I put in my reservation.
Oh, for this.
Yeah, just to see.
Oh, I see you.
I just want to see.
I would definitely be watching on Tuesday night. So
Yeah,
I'm
curious.
I'm curious to see. I want to know if you're gonna end up canceling that pre-order. Maybe you won't.
Well,
Maybe
no,
you
you
get.
just reserve. It's just a reserve thing. They always do this. I always do it every
Oh
time.
yeah, fair.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
just like
have
you
to.
get.
They'll email the hell out of you though. They're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you reserved. Use it."
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. I think I've done
Yeah,
that for a couple of
yeah,
their devices too before.
yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe you'll get some more information that they don't fully go into during the event itself.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll get one. Maybe I'll get this, and because I'm looking into one of them, either a Steam Deck or something like that too for next year. So we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah,
You have to keep us updated on what you get.
yeah,
But like I said, we talked about Apple, and Apple has very much unveiled their M5 devices quietly.
yes,
Granted,
yes.
they've kind of done this quietly the past couple of years. That
Oh,
they do their September event, and then they come back with, we're just going to do press releases for all of our October releases. They unveiled a new M5 MacBook Pro, which you're seeing here in this picture.
mhm.
A new M5 Mac or iPad Pro,
Yeah,
and surprisingly, a M5 version of the Apple Vision Pro.
didn't understand that.
Didn't understand that at all. Like we were just saying, that is a device that I don't know many people are going to be going and clamoring for.
Oh, you can't trade in your previous one either.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I was like, "Ooh, okay."
Really? Wait, no way.
Yeah, you can't. Apparently, they made it like obsolete or something. Um, yeah,
What?
yeah, I saw that earlier. I was like,
So
"Oh,
wait, if I go pre-order,
yeah." It doesn't have a trade-in option. Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Okay,
that's very interesting.
Whew, that's
Wow. So again, who is this for? Because now you're not
I
even
don't know.
expecting someone who wants to upgrade. You're saying, I want you to buy an entirely new device. What
For
was that?
thirty five hundred
Was that a
dollars,
year ago?
I want to say two.
Let me look. Apple Vision Pro.
I want to say 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. 2 years ago, January or June of no last beginning of last year, February. It came. It got announced June of 2023. It
Okay,
officially came out February of 2024.
okay,
So yeah, a little over
almost,
almost
almost.
2 years,
Yeah.
and you're saying we want you to get a completely new version of this.
I don't know. I don't know who they're making this for. Honestly,
I don't either. I've never heard anything about sales numbers for this. So like I'm really curious if it's selling well at all. But
listen. When I was in that store and I tried that thing, he said, "Oh, what do you think about it?" I said, "It's nice."
definitely
That's it. Bye. Like what?
I just
You
wanted
got-
just wanted to see what it was like. All right,
Yeah,
we had a
it's
good
nice.
time, you
It was
know.
nice. Bye bye. Like
Right, right.
nuts. No, no. Hell no.
So obviously the form factor for all three devices are very much the same.
Right.
And Apple is very aware of that because their big thing is they're pushing is what are some of the things that M5 can do. And at the forefront of M5 is AI. So like if we're looking at these are their comparisons to the M4 MacBook Pro and then the M1, they still have these very weird oh, this is 4.1 times better at speech enhancement. Don't really know what the 4.1 times of what. Like, is that, it's just
Yeah,
faster, I guess. So it has that. They go into a lot of their gaming and 3D rendering. I think those are probably the things that most
most
people are
people would
going to
care
be
about.
interesting, yeah, and caring about. And then if we switch over to the iPad side of it, uh, again, same things. It's very interesting that they highlight over the
The
M1
M1,
versus last year's
they did it
model.
for me. That's what they did that for. Because I was looking at, it, I was like, hmm. I
but
thought about
even
it. I did. I
but
thought about
even
it.
still, this is even less information than the one for the MacBook. Like, at least if we go back to the MacBook one for a little bit, you can understand, okay, this is faster.
Cause I know you can't use some of this stuff on the iPad. They
But
haven't
it's like,
enabled you to.
it doesn't even tell me, like, what does that mean? Pro rendering with ray tracing. It's 6 point. I guess they have they have the little faster thing here, but it's like, again, what does that mean in terms of real world numbers?
I don't know. I don't know. Because my
And
iPad works just as fine, just as fast as it normally has been, and it's an
mm-hmm,
M1. And I thought about, I was like, God, like, I kind of, I hate it. I don't like the main reason I wanted is to move the damn camera.
sure.
I want the
I do.
camera on
Oh,
the side.
I
I
will say,
do.
yes, I
I
do
hate
love the
that.
fact that the camera is on the middle.
Yeah. Ugh.
Like, that is great. It's very much the natural way that I hold the tablet already anyway.
Right.
So I
Mine's
do,
always that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely do love that. But it's interesting now also that you go back to say that they won't let you trade in your Apple Vision Pro, because obviously I have all of these graphs, whatever
Mm-hmm.
little information they say. There was none of that on the Apple Vision Pro
To
page.
compare it, yeah.
Yeah, there was
Mm-hmm.
nothing. So it's like, we
Yeah.
don't even need you to compare, because
You
theoretically, if
can't
you
trade
already
them in
have one,
anyway.
you're gonna have both
Yeah.
devices.
Yeah.
So Apple is very it's an interesting company, man.
It is. It is. It's they're probably like, oh no, we can't let them trade it in because they would expect 2,000 or 1,000. They would
Yeah,
expect a big number back from it.
I
Yes, they
mean,
should.
yeah. If
Shit.
I paid 3,500, I'm expecting at least, like I said, a year and a half, almost 2 years of use. I'm probably expecting at least 2,000 on it.
They're not going to get that back
And no, they don't. They don't want to. They don't want to give you. They don't want to give you that.
because people do that just to get a MacBook Pro or something. They'll be
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah. I
forget
mean,
this. You know.
yeah. Especially if you didn't have a great experience with it, you might just be like, all right, let me just get my money back. I don't care if I'm not gonna get, the full
Yeah.
3,500, but I'll buy a MacBook Pro, something I know I'll use and
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
So you are right. It's interesting. Another thing that's interesting from Apple is their rumored home. What is it?
Home
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 hub.
pad.
Oh
Or
God, wait. Let me.
I thought it
Is
was
it
home pad or something like that. I don't know.
so? From Mac rumors, they're calling it the Home Hub. They're
Oh,
saying that it should cost 350,
okay.
which is a lot cheaper than I thought it would.
Yeah.
But when you hear about sort of what it kind of is, it makes sense. It's very much just an iPad on top of a HomePod mini. And I'm sure when
You
they say
can't
iPad,
move it, right? Can't remove it, correct?
no, I don't think so. It didn't
Okay.
seem like it was this. And this rumor's coming from way of Bloomberg, obviously. So I'm assuming it's Mark Gurman, and
Imagine if it's an iPad mini you could take off. That'd be crazy.
it might be an iPad mini. It says it's a 7-inch display.
No, I said to remove it though. Like
Oh yeah.
that would been crazy if you could do that.
No, so it just says that it's a iPad like 7-inch display that will be able to run apps and control smart home devices. It
Okay.
says that there are two versions in the works, one that is designed to be mounted on the wall, and a second tabletop model. The tabletop home hub has a speaker base that resembles a screen equipped version of the HomePod Mini.
Okay.
So both versions will still also have the FaceTime camera for video calls. It'll have sensors to recognize who's using it and be able to differentiate between different people throughout the household. And I guess you're gonna have available apps adjusted for each person. So like I guess that's more so for family usage, where it's like if you have a child, you don't want them to be able to use every app, so
Kind of
they'll
Apple TV is
yeah.
where it asks you who it is.
Hmm.
Mm.
But I think the biggest thing is that it's purported to be costing 350, which in my head is cheaper than I thought Apple would have went. But it does make sense when you figure they want to probably compete with like the Echo Show or
Yeah,
what is the Google one, the Nest Hub.
yeah, yeah.
So it
It
does
is.
make sense
This
for stuff
makes
like that.
this is part of the course. I feel like this makes sense for them to
Hmm.
do. Um, Now who wants it? I don't know. It's not
Oh, I was
something.
just gonna
It's not
ask,
something
are
I
you in
know.
for this?
No, because I told you I have all these Googles and Amazon things. I was like, I just like I said, and also my Apple TV is not new enough to do the speaker thing. Cause that was the reason I
You did
wanted them in
say
the first
that.
place.
You did
So
say
once I found that out, I was like, well, damn, I don't want them then. Like, what's the point? If I can't do the speaker thing I wanted to do, I want to do surround sound with them. But
that's really interesting to me that it wasn't able to.
yeah, because that's why I have the one before they split them up and made the Wi-Fi. They made the Wi-Fi only one. They were all four. They all of them were still the 4K one,
Hmm.
but they had a version after that, after mine, that was able to do the speaker thing. I was like, well, okay. I was looking at the HomePod. I think the HomePod Minis and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I can't. Why can't I do it? I was okay. Well, forget it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Like I was telling you, the HomePod Mini isn't all what it's cracked up to be anyway. Now, granted, a future one might be a little bit better,
Yeah.
but as it stands right now, I barely ever use it. Matter of
Uh,
fact, I think right now it's unplugged, and I haven't thought about it in the past week or so. So
yeah.
it,
Okay.
it is. I think that's kind of a device that's due for a refresh, and if this is the refresh for it, sure. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if it has a good enough speaker, I would probably use it because that is. I mean, I wouldn't use it for any of the home hub things, but to have a dedicated, essentially jukebox now, that's
Yeah.
probably what I would use it for. To be honest, because I did like the speaker on my home pod. It was loud enough, and then one time, we're like last time I threw like a party or anything, I had a friend who brought theirs over, so now they were able to connect and basically be like stereo speakers, and that was great. But I hated having to either always pull out my phone or like if somebody else wanted to go pick a song, have to hand them my phone or my iPad in order to change the music. So just being able to put just Apple Music on it, and now you are the even if I can utilize my HomePod with it
Yeah.
and play speakers across, my apartment or whatever, and you're just the like I said, the video jukebox, I'm happy. So there's a usage I would use it for, but like you said, no, all of the home features, I don't think I have a use for either.
I'm looking now. Maybe since the software changed, maybe something changed. I don't know because I remember when I looked last time, they specifically said you couldn't do the studio. It's the speaker pair thing, the
Hmm.
speaker pairing thing. So now they're saying any Apple TV 4K. Curious.
Mm,
Maybe I find one that's like on sale or something. Maybe I buy one. We'll
nice,
see.
nice.
We'll
Well, we
see.
do hope that you are able to use it because, like I said, for a speaker, I haven't tried it with my Apple TV to see like it utilizing that. I have a sound bar,
Mm.
but I'm sure it'd be great.
I'm saying like to if you had like three of them or whatever, you can place them
Yeah, have it
around.
basically be
That'd
surround
be
sound.
cool. That'd be cool. Um, I mean, but they also said the HomePods aren't compatible with Dolby Atmos, so it's like, well,
Ooh,
so HomePod Mini isn't. So I guess HomePod is.
which
So,
makes sense. The HomePod, because they refreshed it, is the newer of the two,
yeah. So
so that does
cool.
make sense.
Yep.
All
Yep. Yep.
right. We are moving along here. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, this is just a funny topic, really quick. Uh, Microsoft is bringing back voice commands. And let me fix that real quick. So I'm sure you remember the days of you being able to go and say hello Cortana or hey Cortana,
Mm-hmm.
and how it just didn't work as well as I think Microsoft had hoped. They are looking to basically do the same thing with Hey Copilot. It's going to be I guess cool. I don't talk to my devices very much. Like obviously, I talk to Siri and ask it to do little things, but when I'm like, I've never wondered like, hey, I wish I could talk to my laptop to have
Yeah,
it do something for me.
yeah, no, I remember them doing that, and they tried it, and I just have the speakers right there, so
Mm,
I'll just say something to that and have it do it on
yeah,
my phone. I don't. I've never did it to my computer. It's weird. I guess I could have,
or yeah,
but I've
even
never.
the example that they're using for it, like the example that they use is that if you're looking at pictures of Hawaii, for example, you could ask your PC where exactly they were taking, have it plot a flight plan for you, and potentially give you some budgeting tips to afford that island vacation. And I guess like I'm not, I don't. Maybe it's just me. Is that I don't necessarily care about doing any of that.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean that makes sense. On it's, I don't know. I've just never done stuff like that, and I put something else in the thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious about trying to find like a good link for it. Um, because this has been an interesting thing I've been seeing lately. Um, but
Yes, I've been getting so many ads for this.
yeah, it's um, I don't know how I feel about it because the things they say it can do scares me. But yeah, so it just reminds me of that kind of talking to it, that kind of expecting your PC or whatever to do more than it probably should. Uh, I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
I,
we this is probably it's definitely a good offshoot of this, like just the perplexity Comet browser.
yeah,
Oh,
the thing that's scary the most, what they say, it can see your screen, like you're
yes.
giving it the permission to see. I'm like, well, is it always looking, or I don't know. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of ads for this thing, and
I
it just throws me off. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know,
Yeah.
because you can make a chat bot out of anything or whatever, and I was like, okay,
Well, like the browser itself, like the fact that they specifically say we will like if you search, so like obviously like how in Chrome you can just type right into the address bar and it'll automatically search. They
yeah,
are telling you when you do that, it'll search the information, but it'll pull that and make it an AI generated response. So it's like, how do I have to now? I have to still vet and make sure that you are correct.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
And
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about it. AI, obviously, throughout the course of this, I haven't been the biggest proponent of AI at all, but it's like I'd be even less like likely to use AI in my computer. Like I just it just it doesn't attract me at all.
Yeah, it's funny because I think I want to say it was PayPal or somebody was giving away like a year or something of Perplexity Pro right
Mm.
before this browser got announced or right before it came out, and I was like, and it's included. Apparently, if you get the plus version of this browser is included in Perplexity Pro, and I was like I want to try it, but
Well, the
then I'm like
browser is free
scared.
now.
I know. I'm just like,
It's crazy
ugh,
that they were charging 200 a month. By the way,
right.
like that's an insane price.
I was like, what? I was like, who's paying that? Like, I know people pay for Chat GPT too, but I'm just like, I couldn't. Yes, a free year of Perplexity Pro with PayPal.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I am that interested in AI, and I don't know if I ever will be. Like, it would have to really show me something. But who knows? I mean, we'll see what I guess obviously it's a technology that is ever evolving for better or for worse.
yeah,
We'll see what it's going to be like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road, and maybe we will all be using AI browsers. I really hope not, but
I mean, I'm looking now. I mean, like they're saying Gemini is going to be infused in Chrome. Yes, it will
Oh,
be.
Gemini is very much inclusive. Every time I search something, it pops up and say, "Hey, do you want to use AI mode with it?"
Yeah, like I
So,
mean, there's that Arc browser I keep hearing about too, and then apparently that has one in it called Dia, and then
oh,
Opera has one called Neon. So, so
I'm
all of them
sure
have an AI bot that they're
I'm
putting in them.
sure Edge has Copilot in it.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah, so it's getting everywhere at
It,
this
it
point. Am I gotta? I don't know. Force us to embrace it.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it
mean,
seems
if
like.
you look up, I don't know if you're using Chrome, but they
Oh
have a
yeah,
little Gemini button at the top right next to the right next to the minimize
oh
button.
yeah,
There's
they
a little
sure do.
Gemini diamond.
That's new too. That wasn't there before,
Yeah, it was.
and definitely in the searches, it's all over the
Oh yeah,
searches.
100%.
So yeah,
So,
I don't
like
know.
you said, they're going to force us to use it, and
Probably not.
it's
We'll even not even trying to. It's just gonna be there. It's gonna be there instead of Google search. You really search a Gemini.
odd cry. That sounds terrible. Oh my god, that sounds awful.
I bet that's what they're gonna do. They're like, yeah, you just search a Gemini now. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awful. Well, the last thing that I have on the docket today is the Xbox Ally came out. What is it? The ROG Xbox Ally
Listen, that
X
name. Okay.
and the ROG Xbox Ally have both announced two seemingly rave reviews. Let me pull up the Metacritic for both of them. I think that should
But
be
there is a theme to all these reviews. They say
is
it is
it?
not a portable Xbox. It is not. It's still a PC. It's still a portable PC. From what I've
Which
seen.
I mean, that's sort of what Xbox has been saying. It's so like that's not necessarily a lie. Like
I think it's because I remember when this first got announced. My thought process was, well, can you download every Xbox game you have onto this thing if you wanted to, without having an Xbox? Like those games that are like, uh, console only and stuff like that. Like if you
mm,
have games like that, are
yeah.
they available on this thing? It seems like that's a no.
Oh yeah. No, I think they have to be for any of those games. Like they tell you like, hey, these Xbox Play Anywhere games, which is essentially the Xbox games that they released on
Yeah.
PC. They just
Right.
they just renamed
Right.
it.
Right.
But yeah, for any of those other ones that absolutely are cloud games, you either have to hope that they're on the Steam store because obviously you can use the Steam store, Valve, Battle.net. I think that I'm assuming the Epic Game Store,
But you have
and
to
then you,
buy them though. Again.
yeah. So
See.
I guess to be fair, the flip side of that, Xbox has said that any of their games that are on Game Pass are Xbox Play Anywhere games. Now, granted, they're terrible at marketing. Things could have changed. I'm not gonna act like things couldn't have changed,
Yeah.
especially with the cost of Game Pass going up. But theoretically, any game that you see on Game Pass, you should be able to play. Now, those might be just new releases. Obviously, they just add games to Game Pass every so
Hmm.
often. I don't know if that means the same for those, but I get what you mean. If you're looking to get the most out of your Game Pass membership, they are expecting you to still have an Xbox, which is true.
See, I think that's kind of crazy to me. I think that's like this should function like it is one. That's how that this is how I envision it. At least the Ally X one. I feel like it should be where this thing can replace like it. If it can't replace it, it's still an accessory. It's still just an accessory to your Xbox.
Which I think is sort of what they wanted it to be, right? Like, granted, it's $1,000 accessory. That's insane. We talked about the pricing being insane from day one, but it is. I don't think that they ever have went away and said this is going to replace your Xbox because they've always talked about this being an extension of the Xbox ecosystem. So, in a sense, yes, because like I said, if you are a primary PC gamer, this is essentially saying you can take everything that you've been playing on the go. Because if you're a PC gamer, like I don't have an Xbox, every game that I've played in the Xbox ecosystem,
Hmm.
theoretically, I can take with me.
Yeah.
So I think it's a I get where you're coming from, and I in a sense understand, but at the same time, I'm like, this is kind of just what they've told us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just the price. It's just a
Yeah,
thousand
and
dollar.
granted, the price is going to
It's
make
like,
everything a little bit more sticky because at $1,000, you're expecting the world essentially.
but you
But
okay, that okay. I will admit, like this thing. So yes, it is also a PC, so you can still do everything else. You could do all other PC games you got. So you can do the Epic games. You can do remote play. You a PS remote play. You can't do that on this thing. So it's not like all that stuff is
wait,
gone.
can you?
Yeah, I saw somebody doing it. I saw a YouTube video or something. Somebody doing it
Hold up. That's
because
a
it still has the PC interface. It still has the regular Windows,
yeah.
thing. I was like, okay, cool.
I'm gonna have to watch that video because I want to see how clunky that part was.
I mean, it should work just like the one before this, the one that this is built off of the
Oh,
Ally X.
I haven't paid attention to those either, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. So it should, it's still a PC. It's still a
Those prices were crazy. So
yeah. So I was expecting it to at least do everything that one did and this. I was wondering were they going to put some limitation on since this is an Xbox One. Are we going to be stuck in the Xbox interface or something like that? But they said no. They kept saying no, that you could go to the regular Windows interface. It's just if you want an Xbox, it's just it limits the resources, so it's focuses on the Xbox experience. So that's cool. I don't know. I I've been seeing people compare this and the Steam Deck and stuff like that. I'm just like, and it's people are like, I still like Steam Deck, especially for that price that I get the Steam Deck for.
yeah, I think Polygon's review probably sums it up the best. I'm gonna read their little excerpt that's on Metacritic. It just says, as a gaming hardware, the Xbox Ally is fine, although it underdelivers for its exorbitant price point. As a vision for platform agnostic gaming, it's pretty exciting with caveats.
Hmm.
It's the new standard bearer for Windows gaming. It's
Hmm.
not quite a disaster, but that's still not great. Their practical result is compromised, confusing, and annoying to use, and prohibitively priced. So it's sort of summarizing what the feeling that you have, where it's for Windows gaming, for a
Yeah,
PC gamer, it's amazing. This is the new standard for it.
yeah,
But PC gaming in the world of Xbox is still not that great.
yeah,
So it is a situation like that, and I think I can understand someone saying, "Well, this isn't for me," because good for some, but not that great still isn't good when you're talking about $1,000 price point.
right, right. Yeah, I don't know. It's it's look great device. It looks like it works well. People like
Mm-hmm.
it. It's the price point for me is just like yes, this is a big, much bigger step than the Portal of the PlayStation
Yes,
Portal. A huge step. That thing literally can do hardly anything without the internet. Yes, I know now they added it where you can do streaming games and stuff like that without the
but you
PlayStation.
have to have PlayStation Plus Premium
Well,
or whatever.
you had that in general to use the thing. From my understanding,
Oh,
they
really?
just never told you that. But yeah, that was the main stipulation of that thing. You
Because
apparently had to have premium to do
you don't
anything.
need
From
you
my
don't need
understanding.
PlayStation Plus to do remote play, like in general, do you?
I I could have sworn that's what I saw,
Let
but
me see. Hold up, because I was about to get rid of PlayStation Plus. My PlayStation Plus runs out the end of this month.
let me look it up again because I could have sworn that's what I saw. Okay, so you see, no, you don't. Okay, you just need it for the streaming the games. Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah, I
you
don't care
need.
about that part.
Okay, so you just need it for streaming the games without the PS console. I was incorrect. Sorry, but yeah, but
I mean,
still, it's
it
still
wouldn't
like
surprise me.
that thing is still a split. That's the highest tier, PlayStation Plus Premium. I was like, why would you
Yeah,
force
in order
people
to do
to?
remote, yes, you have to pay. I think theirs is 17 a month.
I mean, did it like? Was it high? I mean, is it still that price or is it?
Yeah,
You know,
I don't think. Granted, it probably will in the next couple of months, but I'm pretty sure the highest tier for PlayStation Plus is still 17 a month.
oh, okay. I don't see it.
Let
Of
me
course,
see.
they don't show it.
No, no, they want you to get to the point where you're about to. Yeah, 17.99 a month.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have it anymore, so at all. So, but hey, this listen, if you love that, if you got a device, and I feel like if you're already just a PC Xbox game player,
Mm-hmm.
perfect for you. Um, perfect for you. But if you are already have a physical Xbox that are games that are console only,
Yeah.
I guess you can still stream them, right? From I'm sure you can still stream them, but you can't download them.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing with the portal. I was like, it's literally just a remote play device. Like, why can't I download an actual PlayStation game onto this thing so I can play it? Some games, yeah, of course, you got online games, Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, stuff like that. You can need online to play. But games that I don't like, Spider Man or Hogwarts
Mm-hmm.
Legacy, I would love to just download them straight to it and use it. That's what this is kind of why these things are appealing to me. Because I was like, because I've been trying to figure out a way to use my Android phone to emulate this type of thing, and it's kind of difficult to there are apps that claim you can do it, like you can download a Steam game straight to the Android
Yeah.
and play it. It's all games are compatible and stuff like that, so they make it more difficult. So this stuff is appealing to me, but not at
Yeah,
this
for
price
sure.
point. The Steam Deck is more appealing right now to me.
Yeah, the Steam Deck is definitely more appealing to me. I wish I could use remote play with it because obviously the bulk of my gaming is still on PlayStation. So
What, the
like,
Steam Deck?
yeah,
People do that stuff on Steam Deck.
can you do PlayStation
People
remote
do a
play?
lot of stuff on Steam Deck.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I haven't seen.
People,
I so
this is
I
the only reason it's appealing to me because I've seen
I have
people
a
do
friend who
everything.
I have a friend who has a Steam Deck,
Yeah.
and he was telling me. I know, granted, I know he's been looking at all of the different things that people have been doing with it, and he said that was the one thing he could never get working. Like he said, he
Oh,
got his Xbox games going. I don't know. I didn't look fully into it, but he was like, yeah, the one thing he could never get actually working was PlayStation Remote Play. So like when you said that they got it working with this, that was really appealing to me because that is, I think, the one thing that's probably holding me back. My Steam library is growing,
yeah,
and my Xbox library is growing, but my largest library is still my PlayStation library, and I still want to be able to go back and play those games.
yeah, yeah. I mean that's the main thing I've been looking at. I've been found like watching this one guy's YouTube, and he seems to be able to do many things on the Steam Deck. So I was like, oh, this is neat.
Interesting. I got to see when the Steam Deck 2 might be coming out
Yeah,
because I don't want to drop. I think the Steam Deck is still 300. I don't know if I want
I
to
remember
drop.
they had dropped the regular one down to 320 for like 2 weeks ago. I
Yeah,
was very tempted at that point. I was like, huh. No, do it. Leave it alone.
yeah,
Because the
yeah,
OLED is out. So I'm assuming they'll have a two, like you said. So
yeah.
I'm like, let
That
me
is
wait.
550.
Yeah, so
I also don't know how much I like those their like that joystick. Like this and the PlayStation Portal, I kind of like the fact that the handheld part
okay.
feels like a joystick.
Yeah. The design
Like
of
versus
it.
the slab, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they'll change that. Maybe they've been watching people with the have grips or have like
Mhm.
maybe they'll all right, maybe we should change ours to at least add that so it's easier, better to hold.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I've been looking. I've been looking at all these things. I'm like, the screen size is cool. I want these screens a little bigger. I want them just a little bit.
Oh, really? I
I want
thought
them
the
a
screen
a little bit more. Just
I felt like the screen size I'm not too opposed to
the Steam Deck
because
look like a Game Gear to me. It just look fine. Like the Game Gear, I
oh,
know if the Game Gear screen is very small. Yes, I know, but this it doesn't. I don't know. It's not looking appealing.
oh, my brother loves the Game Gear. Let
Yeah,
me
I
tell
loved
you.
it. All this, I
My
loved it
brother
too.
that my brother I remember we had it he had it when we were younger. We were still living in Germany at the time.
Okay.
And we had came to the States to visit family. He brought his Game Gear with him. I
Yeah.
remember on the flight back, and I'm young as shit at the time.
Mhm.
But so this is probably one of my earliest memories. I was still playing with like the little pop-up toys on the plane.
Oh, okay.
But I remember being on the plane, and that it's a 10-hour flight from here Milwaukee to Germany.
Uh,
Maybe an hour and a half in. It's me, him, and my mom because my dad was stationed there, so he didn't
mm,
get a chance to fly back with us. He had to fly at a different time.
Okay.
But we're on the flight back, and he's like, I don't have my Game Gear. He left it here.
Oh.
And I think the next time we came home after that was like 3 or 4 years.
Oh.
So the Game Gear was gone.
Oh
And I
wow.
remember to this day, he talks about it every so often how sick he was when he left it.
Yeah, I can imagine. That thing was cool, man. That thing was cool back then. Like, ah, so many things. Like I was watching a video. I think I sent you that. No, maybe I didn't see that. He bought Mr. Who's the Boss. He got every version of the PS Vita or the PSP. I didn't know it was so many versions. Oh,
I
there's
know
like
there was
10
the
of it.
10. No, I
It
didn't know
was
there was
like
that many.
10 versions of it. I was like, damn, I didn't know that. It's like
That's crazy.
they kept changing it to like go with the times or reduce
Yeah,
the price of it, and it was crazy. I was like, I didn't know it was this. I never had one. I
interesting.
never had a PSP, but that's what Sony need to look into. Look into that.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
yeah. It would be great to bring back true handheld gaming. These are definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, PC
But
gamer, you're golden. Your PC gamer,
Yeah,
these are
PC.
great.
Yeah,
These are
if
great.
you're a Steam player,
Yeah, these are great.
this is it. You are back. But like to try to bridge the console players, this is definitely a step in the right direction. But I do agree that we need to do more, especially if we're going to be charging $1,000 for a device.
I just want you to be able to pick either or. Like if you want to like this thing, okay. So when I look at like Steam Deck, I know that you have the full capability of doing an HDMI out into
Hmm.
a TV and all that stuff. That's great. I think that's great. It really can be your PC out and PC at home. Like you can do it that way. I think that's great. I think that's what we need from Xbox and PlayStation as well. Fully a full device where you can choose between the console or this handheld, and it's
Well,
still,
in a
you know,
sense, that's what Xbox is trying to get you to do. Again, I understand the price is crazy, but it is essentially what they're trying to do here, right? With Play Anywhere, where it's if you have an Xbox, you can take this on the go, and then when you come home and you plug back up your Xbox, you are still where you left off, right?
no. I'm saying you do not have an Xbox at all, and you still can play
Oh,
any of their games. That's what I'm saying. Any games they release can be played on this thing without you having a console. That's what I want.
I think all of their first party games you'll be able to do that with.
Well, I mean, that's good. I know I've seen them in the past, or whatever. Like this is console only. I don't know if they still do that, but I do remember hearing them say that sometimes.
From the last few showcases that I remember, most of the games that are like Xbox Studio games, they have so many damn studios.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
they do all have the little
So they're
Play
moving
Anywhere
away from
badge.
it. They're moving
Yeah,
away
so like
from it.
I do think, especially because I look at that because that's how I know I can utilize the Game Pass on my computer,
Right.
and so majority of their like I said first party releases over the past year or so have definitely been able to be used on the PC, which theoretically means that it should be able to be used on the Allies.
Right.
It's just for some of those third party releases, like Expedition 33, I was able to do it with. I'm assuming that must be a Play Anywhere title, but
Yeah, I could play
something
it on
like
my PC. That's how I played it. Yeah.
yeah, but something like a Night Rain, I had to go into Steam to buy it
Okay.
because I couldn't get it. Or granted, obviously I could have got it for PlayStation, but I couldn't get it for Xbox on my computer.
Okay. So they didn't have it in PC Game Pass.
No. Well,
Okay.
it's not even on the PC game store.
Oh. Okay.
Because I would even if I could have got it, like, and I don't know if it might have changed. Now let me search while I have it open. Yeah, so like even if I search just the store for Night Rain,
Yeah.
it just doesn't pop up.
Okay. So certain games are just not available there, which that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Like they keep saying everything is an Xbox. I was like, it's to an extent. That sounds nice. To an extent. I was
But
like,
that's just marketing, right?
yeah. I mean, like I said, as long as they move away from the console only thing, I think that'll be the benefits for them. Like you have this handheld, but to most people, they probably won't even think about what I'm thinking about. They're like, I want this thing. I'm getting it. It's Xbox. I can play whatever until you run into that one game. Then you just like, damn. I thought I
Well,
could play it here.
that's where I wonder if we would need to keep up with what's going to happen with the Xbox Series. I don't know what they're going to call the next Xbox, but the Xbox Two. I don't know. Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if this is a step, and everything that they're talking about with everything being an Xbox, being a step of trying to bridge the gap of PC gaming and console gaming, where they're saying, yeah, this is a console, but it is also a PC.
Hmm.
And if any of the gaming companies would be the ones to do that, it would be the gaming company who also owns the largest operating system worldwide.
Yes. Yes.
So things to think about. Xbox is at a very much a crossroads, and I think they need to do a lot of things to sort of build back the trust and just build back a dedicated fan base. And to your point, this is very much a way that they could do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be smart if they like retroactively go back to those games that are console only,
Hmm.
and then make an announcement. They were like, all right, every game we've ever had is able to play on PC or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really a big deal if
that
they
would.
did that.
I agree. I feel like a lot of people would be really happy. I don't know the software engineering
Right,
know
right,
how
right, right,
know
right,
if
right.
you do that.
Yeah,
Theoretically, again, they own the operating system for both.
right.
They if anybody could make it work, it would be their people.
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely things to think about.
Or
You
allow you to get the version that is on PC that you had. Like if
yeah,
it's
like
a console only, hey, we'll let you get the one on PC to play it there.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
or something like that.
to use Night Raiding as an example, like, hey, we know that there's an executable because obviously it's in the Steam store.
Right.
We can allow you to because it for most of those games, you got to imagine it's just a case of putting
A license.
a license. Yeah.
Hmm. It's
So
on your account already. So with we every game that you have and you've had on your Xbox, we know the license is attached to your account already. So we'll let you hit the Steam one.
yeah.
I think that'll be a smart thing for them to do.
So
Yeah. It'll make the handhelds even
definitely
more useful.
it would it'd justify that $1,000 price point a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I didn't expect the Xbox topic to last as long as it did. We got to introduce some more gaming topics. Gaming is very much tech, so it makes
Yeah.
sense to bring it here. I can talk gaming for hours, so
Yes. Same.
we definitely need to make sure we introduce more gaming topics. That'll allow us to bring in guests like Jamie. I'm sure she wants
We both need to get a handheld.
man. Let me tell
We
you,
both need to get one.
I'm.
And then we can really
This was
talk
the
about
one
it.
I was really thinking about getting
Yeah.
until I saw that $1,000 price point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. I'm not running to that one. It's
Not
cool,
at all.
but yeah.
We'll see what happens though. Maybe a Black Friday sale or something. A knock something where I can scrounge up a few dollars and get one. But before we get out of here, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it. Very curious about this Android event, this Android
Man,
XR event. Just see
same.
what they're gonna do. See how, the price point and what it can actually do. I know MKBHD had that video, but I want to see more about it, more videos about it, more people testing it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm curious if it's just going to essentially be an Android version of the Apple Vision Pro for $1,000 less, or whether or not it is going to be completely game changing. And then what does this mean for something? I don't think we've heard a rumor about a Samsung glasses, but we've heard about like Android wanting to do glasses, and obviously the same for Apple. You got to imagine that Samsung is going to want to do their version too. And like, what does this mean for a device like that?
Yeah, make sure it doesn't cook your head if you do
Um,
have it on, like that ring, like the ring that we talked about last time.
yeah, seriously, you don't need that one overheating and swelling. That's
Yeah,
that's a that's a little bit worse than your finger swelling. So
yeah. So let's be careful with
yeah,
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
But where can the people find you then? What you got coming up?
Uh, just nerd with the tech everywhere, and underscore on TikTok. The Much Do About Nothing podcast on Wednesdays. Talk about geek stuff and make some gaming, whatever's going on. Honestly,
Mhm.
And then we do this on Fridays. One day I'll get back to gaming. One day.
You
Um,
got to make that one day happen soon.
yeah, I've been enjoying playing Castlevania Lord of Shadows by myself. so I've been playing that and messing with all this Steam stuff, and I'm definitely the person where if I can have the ability to play the games or watch anything throughout my house, I'm always trying to figure that out.
Yeah, fair.
so so I've been messing with Steam and trying it out at different areas, just see if I can play it anywhere. So yeah, I've been enjoying that game a lot though. It's old, but they put them on sale, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this game, and it's fun.
Is that the one that you sent the screenshot about earlier?
Yeah, uh-huh. Yep.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I remember
I
when I
don't think
playing
I've
with it.
ever played that game, so I was like, "What is this?
Yeah,
Like, what is this
Castlevania Lord
giant
of
eagle?"
Shadows. Yeah, it's a lot of random shit that happens in the game. Like, yeah, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. I'm glad to hear it. You can find me at DidgeD everywhere. Like Trayvon said, we have this Geekin on Tech every Friday. Geek Set Podcast is every Sunday. And then most days I've been gaming Monday, Wednesdays, some Fridays, but mostly Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. We're playing just right now this month. It's been a lot of horror games, and then Next Fest is this week. So we've been playing. It's a lot of demos and whatnot.
This was
But
played with
yeah,
you all later, right?
yes, I was just gonna ask. Do you remember what time that was?
9. I think she said 9:30.
Okay, yeah. So we'll be back at 9 Eastern to be playing Yap Yap. I think that's the name of the game.
I have no
Uh,
idea. I'm just
I-
gonna play it with y'all. I don't know.
it's some magic game.
I'm
That's
gonna
all
go
I got.
download it. I think I go download it. I guess.
Okay, okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, just keep track of the socials and whatnot, and that's where you can find the most up to date information. But until next time, people, peace out.
Peace out.